Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we are here at the JLR Kings Sanctuary in Nagarahole. We reached here at around 10 a.m. and the checking time was at 1 p.m. But there is a 3-hour complimentary check-in window and the room was available. So we checked in and here we are. So the moment you walk in, you are greeted by the incredibly pleasing sounds of birds chirping outside, and it's very pleasant. So here's our living room, which is very neat and clean. You get a sofa and a tea table, also can be used as working table. And here's the spacious bedroom. It's very cozy. You also get an extra coat for if you are 3 person. And you get drinking water, AC and a kettle. Also wardrobe with a safe where you can keep your dress and clothes and also belongings inside the safe. Get a dressing mirror. Just check out the bathroom. It's very neat and spacious, along with an open air bathtub. The bathtub portion is towards the outside and the top is open. You can take a bath enjoying the nature. So we just came out to explore the property. It is covered in gorgeous outdoor greenery with hammocks literally everywhere. Perfect for relaxing. If you want to explore more, they also have cycles available for rent. And there's a beautiful swimming pool to cool off. And you don't get time for this. Now, after filling up on a really good lunch buffet, it was time for the main event, the evening safari, which starts at 3 p.m. So we were told to report at the reception by 2:45 p.m. And everyone was bursting with excitement, but the rain was drizzling, so it was kind of a confused moment because with rain you don't get much of sighting. Nature had other plans. It started raining heavily. Honestly, we were worried because heavy rain usually means animals go into hiding, reducing our chances for sightings. But so we did get our very first spotting right before the main drive. A beautiful red-wattled lapwing protecting its tiny chick. It was cute. So to get to the actual safari zone, you have to drive about 20 kilometers through the normal roads first. Then you enter into the official forest. The rain was still lingering, keeping us in suspense. But turns out we had nothing to worry about. The rain stopped and the forest came alive. First up, we encountered a female elephant looking incredibly happy after the fresh shower. A group of spotted deers. All of these animals, they look very happy after the rains. And the forest itself is all green and very pleasant. So here's a Malabar Giant Squirrel. So they are very common around here in the Western Ghats, and you can see them even in the property. They are running around the trees around the property. So now we are going into the main safari zone, and giant squirrel, the Malabar giant squirrels are all over. We can see the Sambar lake inside, racing inside the lake,
Next to the
and
sambar
so many minas sitting over him,
terrapins ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ terrapin
and a flock of lesser whistling ducks in the lake. They are very
lesser whistling ducks.
they are enjoying the rain actually.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಲೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ
Very
ಹೌದು
steady.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ವೈಟ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ ಪಿಗ್ಮಿ ಗೂಸ್.
So the Sambar deer is actually very active
ಆಯ್ತಾ
and monitoring the presence of any predators around, because Sambar deer is the largest deer in this forest and they are the favorite food for the tiger. So you can see the rains, it's drizzling.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕೂತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ
Yeah, that's a male spotted deer, and you can see some more spotted deers inside the bushes. Again, a bunch of spotted deers, but they are male and they have the velvet anglers. So they shed the anglers every year, and the new ones are referred to as velvet anglers, and it has a lot of medicinal use cases. They are used in the creation of multiple medicines. And here's another lake filled with sambar deer and spotted deers. It is so beautiful to see all these animals in one place and the lake ecosystem itself.
ಟ್ರೀ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್
So many birds, animals grazing around. Very pleasant and calm. Out in the open fields, there are two Indian gores peacefully grazing. So beautiful. The rains have made the forest so green and so pleasant and vibrant. Now, here's our Hanuman langur or grey langur. Is eating leaves. Again, happy elephants. A lot of them. We saw around 3 to 4 elephants in the same place. They're all happy. They all look happy after the rains. So the safari was good. We couldn't see any predators or the sloth bear, tiger, leopard or anything. But it's fine. The forest was beautiful and we could see some small animals and the elephants. We reached back to the resort just as the sun went down. The vibe was perfect. They had a wildlife documentary playing on a big screen right next to a cozy, crackling bonfire. And then we wrapped up our night with a delicious dinner at the reception area, and we came back to our stay. Now, one quick heads up: if you are absolutely terrified of insects or spiders, you might have a tough time here, but the property is right on the edge of a dense forest, so it's totally expected and part of the wilderness experience. I just came to the reception area for morning tea, and I could see the safari vehicles leaving for the morning safari. And since there are no people, I thought I'll show you the dining area where you will be having your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the snacks and tea. You also can see the photographs taken by different photographers hanging on the wall. You can see the tigers, leopards. If you are just walking around the property, you can see a lot of Malabar Giant Squirrel. They are very common here and it's very easy to spot them. They'll be running around the trees around everywhere in the property. So the charges for this stay is around 10k per person, including the camera. And it's a good stay, all inclusive stay, so it's fine. Hope you all enjoyed this video. So see you until next time.